This is Thursday, August 13th, meeting of the Berlin Personnel Committee. As a preliminary matter, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that some attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. This is Claire Pond, Chair of the Personnel Committee. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me prior to me calling the meeting to order. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Sue Terrian.
Yes, I'm here.
Tom, are you there? And Claire Pond is here. I don't think Tom's in yet. When I call your staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Margaret Nardowitz.
I'm here.
Mary Arata.
Present, but just a peanut gallery member.
Okay.
Do you want to go in the audience, Mary? What do you want to do?
I shouldn't be on.
Okay, I didn't know if you were hosting or not. All right, you'll stay. We'll make you an attendee. Raise your hand if you need to.
With a quorum of the board present, I call this meeting to order at 6:32 p.m. on Thursday, August 13th. So I did not get the personnel minutes done from last week, so I'll have to include those next week. So when we meet next week. So so the review and approval minutes, and the next piece was the PAFs and the position reviews and advertising. And you sent us PAFs for a couple of them.
Yes. Jean Cowell, who is the new Council on Aging van driver. She has completed all her pre-employment requirements, I'm happy to report. So she's good to go. She'll be filling out the rest of her new hire paperwork with Dennis, but that's very common. And then the other is George Pendergast.
Yeah.
We have to do a personnel action form for him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I read through them, and I'd like to make a motion that we approve those PAFs.
I second that.
All those in favor? Oh, any discussion? All those in favor, aye. Claire Pond.
Tutarian, aye.
Okay. Okay. Will you check? Might get my phone.
Oh, geez, what did I do?
I didn't know if Tom might be trying to text me, so I asked.
He hasn't texted me, so.
It's over on the counter. Kevin, it's over there. Sorry. So, let's see. Any position reviews or advertising?
There is no, oh yes, the only advertising that's being done is for the full-time police officer, so that's.
Right.
Still in-
Yep. And budget and position approvals, as soon as I finish those minutes, I'll send them to June, so she has a copy of them. Just a minute, I think Tom's trying to get on.
Oh, okay. Yep, it looks like he's there. Oh, no, I don't see him here yet. Nope, I'll keep an eye out though.
All right, I'm gonna, yeah, but he's gotta get the thing, and I don't know how to do that when we're on. Yeah.
On my town government or the link?
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just texting him to let him know.
I can get the link here. Are you texting him the link or?
Yeah, I just texted him.
Oh, okay. All right. So he'll be coming. Oh, I see Mary. Oh, I saw hands and I saw a hand go down. Okay. All right.
So Budget and position approvals, we really don't have anything for that. Old business, I know last night we had the HR consultant presentation. And I wanted to bring that up to see if there's questions. I haven't had a chance to look through all the materials that you sent today, Margaret.
Neither
So
have I.
I'll spend some more time looking at that.
All
I
right.
just hadn't had a chance to yet.
I could, if you wanted, I could put it up on I could run through it on the screen if you wanted to discuss it. I have it up here from the email.
I don't think we need to discuss it, but I have a couple things just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Mhm.
Scott was really like, personnel will have to tweak it. Did he not understand that this is just data gathered? There's nothing to tweak at this time?
I think Sandy was pretty clear on that. So I think with her follow-up meeting, she'll probably, re-emphasize that this is really strictly for review. So
Right.
tweaking can
Yeah,
come
no.
later.
When he said tweaking, I thought, wait a minute, this is only information gathered.
I saw the look on Sandy's face when it's something about adjustments, and I thought Sandy's like, wait a minute, this is very preliminary data.
There's nothing to
Yeah.
tweak, right? I mean, I do admit that I see some red flags that I think are going to end up to be an issue that we have to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
There are both positions that,
Right.
You know what struck me last night? She brought up, where is it? Cost. So the estimated cost to move employees to proposed minimum, do you remember seeing that? That's on these sheets too. She included.
Yep. Yep.
So the total, so we have in that contingency line is $33,000 for
Yep.
adjustments.
Yep.
And these initial adjustments, just to bring people up to minimum, would be $35,452. Actually, I think that's pretty good. It's pretty close to
Yep.
what you'd be able to do for an initial shift for those.
right, and we do have one position, don't we, in the fire department that no longer exists?
Yes, well, and that position is so part-time. I mean, there are positions that you really don't have, I don't think, it's not urgent to change them.
Yep.
There are positions that exist, but not,
But there's one that isn't filled, and I haven't heard him say that he's trying to refill that again.
assistant,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Yeah, no, I haven't either, no. So anyway, that's what kind of struck me when I heard that. I was like, that's interesting that we've got $33,000 there, to be able to make some adjustments for people that are really, or positions that are really, really behind. So anyway,
Right. I
was just
kind of thought the same thing.
Right.
And then when she said the 46, if we were to bring everybody, above that or what have you, everything. But then again, once we start going through the information and determine, I can see and hear you, but you can't see or hear
I
me.
see Tom out there. Okay, Tom, I'm gonna let Tom in here.
He's floating in space.
Okay, there you go. I can
There we
see
go.
him here.
Wasn't that a song when we were kids?
That's funny. Oh my word.
He's
Hey,
coming.
Tom.
Unmute yourself.
I don't see. Oh, let me see if I can. I'll see if I can unmute him, maybe. Oh,
Okay.
he's unmuted.
Okay.
Hi, Tom.
Hello. Sorry, ladies.
That's okay. Thank you. We didn't
Tom, if
vote on,
you-
we didn't vote on the minutes because I didn't get them done.
Okay.
And there were 2 PAFs that the committee voted on.
Okay.
The new van driver, Gene Cowell,
Yes.
and George's termination.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Thank
So
you.
right now, we're talking about the HR study a little bit. And we had listened to Sandy's presentation last night with the Board of Selectmen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so Margaret and Sue and I, we were just kind of going over our thoughts on the presentation. And Margaret sent those to us today
Mm-hmm.
to take a look at.
Okay.
I think one of the points too that was really good to hear was 10% is okay. You know, that's within the average. So if you're 10% over, 10% under, you're still within the range.
Mhm.
So then when I sat down and really made the list, it was interesting to see we almost have the same number of employees that are above and the same number that are
Below.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It was interesting.
no, I'm sorry, we're so freaking busy at work.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yep.
So I know that I didn't have time to review the information, but I'd like to spend a little bit more time reviewing the information that you sent today before we kind of discuss it. But any questions out there from anybody right now? I know we had received that preliminary spreadsheet, but I haven't, I kind of wanted to look at all the other information that goes with it before I start asking questions on it.
Yeah. Sandy, she felt so bad. She sent the initial one, but it didn't have headers and footers on it. And I said, it's okay, because it says Berlin right in the columns. Oh, but it doesn't have the proper headers. So I
Oh, she's
sent out the new one.
good.
And then she apologized because she's been having computer problems all day. And so she couldn't get the job descriptions out to you in time. So she's going to be setting up a shared drive and you'll have access to that.
Okay, great. So job descriptions are going to go on a share drive, you said?
It's called share file. She's going to
Yeah.
set up a share
Yeah,
file.
I think I've got that on my work on several different, for my leave department, for my benefits department, for my, all the different hats that I wear.
That's actually what we used when we did the PAQs. We dumped we dumped the contracts in, and we dumped everything in there for her. So she'll do the same thing for.
Beautiful, good, good. No, I was saying to Sue last night that I really like, she's just so easy to understand. She's just like matter-of-factish,
Mhm.
and she comes off as really wanting to present and do the right thing.
Mhm.
So it was good.
Yeah, it is. With contract positions, I know she mentioned it very slightly last night, but she actually said, she mentioned her partners, Buzz Stepchinsky, her husband actually, but he's a retired town manager. I mentioned to her the issue with contract to contract, base to base, apples to apples comparisons. And she actually, I might be able to convince them to do that for at least the chiefs. If the personnel committee wants me to ask, I could do that because they can get their hands on all the contracts and he can do an analysis. But I know, Sue, you were willing to help with that too. I don't know if.
I read them and I just think that honestly, I saw that they were very diverse and in all
it's
different
hard.
ranges. So I understand that, but I also have to admit that it's going to be hard when the town sees it because we really do have one of the higher compensated police chiefs.
Mhm.
He's definitely on the tops there, and the list of towns that she gave us, we are one of the smaller municipalities.
Mhm.
So I'd feel better if we could have more justification of some type, because to me,
An analysis.
I
We
couldn't
could-
justify that right now.
Well, an analysis will at least help organize the different compensation components.
Yes.
At least you'd see that. Okay.
Who was the same towns that we?
All the comp towns. It would be all the
Same
comp.
towns? Okay,
The same group of towns that we have that Sandy used.
okay.
I read with Margaret, I did go through the police chief's contracts for those towns with Margaret
Mhm.
and just trying to see, and they're extremely diverse. One of them goes actually on grades, a percentage over the step system. One is an actual amount.
Yeah.
One gets money taken away if certain businesses change in the community. There's,
Wow.
It's all over the place. One of them gets, well, I don't know if maybe more. I haven't had a lot of time to look at them, to be honest with you, but I noted one, I don't know which town it was, 6 months severance. That is just so not done anymore.
Right.
But it's okay. I'm not naming towns. I don't know.
some are, it's really all over the place.
Mm,
Some of them get, all kinds of comp time. And some
Yeah.
of them, if you want comp time, you have to go before the town administrator and prove that you've worked for an emergency
Yeah.
or they had another word, urgent need. And if it wasn't that, it says in the contracts that you work until the job is done. So how do you get comp time for, that's why I'm saying when you read them,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
just so diverse.
They're all over the place.
What is the average contract? Is it mostly 3 years, 2 years, 1 year? What's the average?
Mostly three
Three.
3 years.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of other items do we want to continue discussing this or we want to table this conversation for right now? And
I just
wait
wanna
until we have a chance to review everything?
I'd rather wait till we can review everything, but I just want to verify, just because I can see that there's going to be pushback on some of these. The contracts, Margaret, are you, Chief Gallup,
Mhm.
Chief Clark,
That's it, those three. And then the collective bargaining agreement for the police.
and Dave Smith is at will.
Mhm.
So everyone else is, that's all. I just wanted to verify that. He's
That's
at will.
it.
Good, okay. All right. So any other business that anybody would like to bring up? We're going to give Margaret a little break. She's exhausted.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
that's
it's
all
okay.
right.
I'm trying to follow you.
You're on these darn things with us, every single committee. So, I mean,
Sure.
All right.
I can certainly understand that. And plus, that's okay because we're meeting next week too, and I'm getting,
Are you meeting next week?
yeah.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
19th,
okay. I
yeah.
can't come to your meeting next week. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. That's okay. I think we're on the 19th. I can't remember. I got.
Wow, you guys are on a roll.
I know.
Well,
So,
maybe there'll be nothing on the agenda and we can cancel, guys.
right.
I can
That's
tell you
true.
there are no personnel action forms in the works right now, so that's
right.
one thing that you won't.
You're gonna be away, right? You're gonna
I
be
will.
gone. Okay, good.
So if we
So-
have, we might just cancel, guys.
Okay. So hearing no other business, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank
Do-
you, everybody.
Bye.